Hi, uh, this is Charles Warwe again here with Youth and Decision. For those who've come for the first time, welcome. You can subscribe and like and share. For those who are back again, thank you for your support. It means a lot to me. Now, today I will be addressing some issues that I saw on our mainstream media. I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, concerning the issue that was revolving around the Uasin County, and I am very sure that all of us have that conversation either in their phone or they can access it anytime that you want. And that issue was actually an eye-opener and hit me differently, and especially when we were having the conversation of these ladies who, for example, who said that I graduated in 2021 and now I'm selling uji, and I said that I am already dead, I cannot fear death again. And that one actually opened, and if you remember in my previous video I was talking about the youths who have given up, and the two ladies were a true replica of what is happening to our society, and especially to our young people who are either educated or who have gone to school, and those who have not gone to school. This issue of mental illness is cutting, and if you remember the lady asking I think the governor, do you know any medicine of depression or whatever? But this issue, when I listened to it, I listened to it, and it was hitting me differently. And as I have been saying, and I've said, we have a lot of young people who are having mental issues, and they are totally sick, and they have nowhere to open or to say their issues and what is affecting them. And therefore, I'll be visiting the universities very soon. I'll be visiting the colleges. I'll be visiting our towns. I'll be coming so that we can have the conversation with these youths. I'll bring their stories. So that we can know how to rescue them. I'll create a platform where each one of us will be, or where the youth will be having an interaction. And therefore, if you are there and you have an issue that you'd want to share with us, kindly, I will be giving you the email in my description on the video down here. So kindly check. Now, away from that. Now, when I said last week that we have a sick society of young people, I totally meant everything that I said. And I'll be asking you questions, you my viewers. And I am very sure also some of you are young. I remember when that lady said that she used to sell uji, and that means that she has, if you listen to her, she was very eloquent. She articulated issues so well, and that means that she was so bright. And that reminded me the time that I graduated. That was back in, I think, 2017 or that also. And therefore, as I said earlier, we searched for jobs and we could not find them. And therefore, depression became a reality to me. I remember that I would sell phones, I would do all those things. At one time, for me to realize that I was mentally sick, it is when I took my phone, crashed it. I remember I would walk at night from 11, I used to live at Kikuyu, a place called Regen, and I was hosted by my brother. So every time he would come after job, and he was my younger brother, every time he would come after job, I would walk. I'm telling you, I would walk at night because I'm totally not settled. And therefore, I remembered the issues. Actually, it was so painful that waking up a whole day, you have the papers, you have the first class, you have all the papers, and then you wake up, you look for jobs, you try to kutafuta vibarua. You see, sometimes I listen to people say, when they say that wake up and go do something. There are some people who wake up and go try do something and they cannot find it. And therefore, when I talk about these issues of youth being mentally sick, it's because I have been there. I understand what it means to be sick mentally. You cannot be able to reason straight. You cannot be able to reason correctly. So I remember that I would wake up. Sometimes I would dress, pretend that I'm going somewhere, walk to Nairobi, try to look for something to do, then come back again. All of a sudden, the money that I was using to pay all that ends, and I have nowhere to get that money from. and you are here, a graduate in the house, seated. Thank God, now currently we have affordable internet that the young people like you can do something, can empower themselves with the short courses, can empower themselves with now like what I'm doing now, creating content, can also empower themselves with other things. But I think we need to create platforms where we'll engage these youth and let them open up in our families. And especially there's this question that actually was not okay with me. Mnaenda family gathering and you ask, what do you do these days? And you totally know that you are doing nothing, so you end up saying, oh, I'm doing online jobs. Yeah, I'm not saying that there are no online jobs. They are there, and there are those who are doing them genuinely. But a lot of jobless people, we are hiding on the online jobs. Not all of us are doing that. So you find like you're having an isolation. You don't want to interact with people. You don't want to interact with them because they will ask you, what are you doing? And they know that you graduated. Now, my young people, let me tell you something. It is right and it is okay to be mentally sick. But again, it is okay to open up and say what you are feeling. Find a place to say and to talk. Find a person to talk to. Stop dying there. Stop thinking that you're the only one who is suffering. Open up yourself. Talk to someone. I know currently there are some of us who are having or contemplating the issues of suicide. I am very sure you remember the case of somebody, I think by the name Michael, who had the first class honor and he looked for jobs and he could not get one. The only thing that he decided was to commit suicide. Young people, we cannot give up. We cannot give up on our dreams. We have to stand. We have to talk. We have to let people know how we feel. We have to say our feeling. We have to speak it out so that somebody can rescue us. I'm very sure we have tried to look for jobs for many times. You cannot give up right now. So kindly, you have to be strong. You have to stand up. You have worked so hard for quite a lot of years, so you cannot give up right now. So there is a lot that you can do as a young person. You need just to encourage yourself. You need just to compose yourself. There is a time that is coming and you shall be in employment. I remember that I looked for job for quite a long time and I could not get it. And therefore I wondered, why did I go to school? Some of the people we used to school with who even did not go to campus were doing so well. So I was like, now I wish I did not do this course. I wish I did not go to school. There are quite a lot of us who regret doing the courses that they did because they are not having the jobs. You cannot give up right now. You need to stand. You need to be strong. You need to focus. I know I'm not preaching, but I can preach and encourage you. Currently, you may feeling like there is no hope. Find someone, talk to someone. Let people know how you feel. Stop hurting yourself from inside. We have a lot of young people currently who are bitter of the courses that they did, who regret doing what they did, who feel like they should not have done anything that relate to the courses that they did. My friend, wake up, stand up, wash yourself, move, bathe, enda nje, talk. My friend, unaweza kuwa graduate but still suffering at home. Hauna kazi. There's somebody who have your job. Kindly just go talk to someone. Let people feel. Have a conversation. Stop hurting yourself. Stop indulging into other things. We have a lot of young people who are currently in masturbation, who are currently in pornographic materials, who are currently in so many other things because they feel like nobody listen to them. There are some who listen to you. Give us your conversation. Let us air it. Let us talk. Let us have a conversation with you. There is somebody who cares for you. It's only that you don't tell them. And now to our parents, and especially those parents who are not financially stable. When your child graduated, did not qualify him or her to have the jobs, kindly stop giving these young people pressure. Understand them. Give them time. Stop comparison. Because now I am imagining that as a parent I've spent everything that he or she had, and now the son or the daughter graduates and they don't have the job. I can imagine the torture, the pressure that this, you see. I'm sorry, I also used to remember that I'm sorry that I would say this. I would remember that personally I was educated by the CDF funding. I would be sent home, then go direct to the CDF with the letters and everything, because my parents were not able to take me to the high school. They could not afford, and it is not because that they were not able, there were others that they were taking care of. And therefore, I remember that the only way that I had to was to work very hard, was to read, so that one day I'll give my parents the time, I'll give them the peace, I'll give them the life that they want. And here I am, I graduate and I'm not able to do that. And I look at my parents when they are suffering, they are sick, I'm not able to afford even to pay the medical fee. They are there, the house is distorted, I'm not able to repair. They are there, they are scattered, I'm not able to unite them. You see, those are the issues that my parents sacrificed. You see, this is what is happening to our young people. You look at the life that your parents spent when they were educating you, and you are there, you feel like you need to pay them back, and you are there mentally sick because you want to see them become, because they did everything for you. No, sometimes if it is not working, relax, focus again. A day is coming when you will be taking care of them. You see, that is a big issue, by the way, and especially those parents who struggle and strain. If you listen to that story, there was a gentleman who was not even able to talk. They sold everything, and now he is here. The parent sold everything so that this young man can have education. This young man can have something to to call life, and now they are not able to do that. So we have a lot of our young people who are mentally sick because the parents did everything, and when you did the course you don't get the job, and therefore you feel like, now my parents, they are sick, I'm educated, I cannot take care of them. You see, a time is coming, that day is coming. That's what I normally used to give myself hope. And even now, I'm still giving myself hope. It's not that I have gone to where I should be. I still feel like there is a lot of things that I don't have. You see, there is no time that you would say that you have achieved. I am actually also sometimes struggle mentally. And that's where these issues have to come out, that you have education, you have this degree, you have this first class honors, you are not able to take care of yourself, the job that you have. And actually, this is another big issue. We have a lot of young people who are employed, but they are unemployed because of the pay that they have. Unaajiriwa, you're paid 15,000. There was a time I was listening to Mahiga Moora. There's a guy, I think from Meru, alikuwa amechukua kibao hivi akizunguka town looking for job, and then he got the job, then akalipwa 20,000 and he decided to resign. And that time I was looking for a job, I felt like this man is not serious. So my young people, there's a lot that you can do. You cannot give up. You cannot give up. Right now it may not be working, but you are educated. You have fought the battle up to where you are. If not educated, you have fought other battles. If you are 30 years, you have lived 30 years. Why do you want to give up? Because maybe of an ear that has given you a struggle. You need to be strong. We need to stand. We need to speak. We need to speak to someone. We need to open up. We need to tell people how we feel. We need to let people come into our aid. We need to tell them, this is how I feel. This is how I need it. So don't think like there is nobody who listens to you. I'll be sharing a lot of stories, and I'm looking forward to have some videos. Of course, I'm working on it. I'll be visiting the high schools, I'll be visiting the colleges, the universities. I'll be bringing the conversation. I'll be talking with young people who have graduated. I'll bring their stories, so that I also try to engage the professionals in their jobs who are specialists in the mental issues. I'm coming, I'll bring the issues. So kindly, before I come to that point, if you are there and you have given up, you are mentally sick, it is okay to be mentally sick, as it is okay to be mentally healthy. So you need to speak to someone. You need to let someone know. You need to let somebody know that you are not okay. Especially those of us who are in towns. Currently, you are just sleeping hopeless. You wake up the whole day, there is nowhere to go. You need to let somebody know that you are not okay. You need to let people know that you are not okay. Stop hiding. Open up. Go out. Let people know that you're not okay. We have a lot of young people who are sleeping out there. And especially if you go to any place in the town, mahali ambapo kuna kivuli, miti zimejengwa, the shades where people sit down, you find a lot of young people sleeping there. You need to let people know that you're not okay. Let your society know. Talk to someone. Let people know that you're not okay. You cannot continue suffering in that house of yours. You need to open the doors. Let people come and help you. You see, the more you continue hurting yourself, the more you continue losing focus. So you have to let people in so that they can help you. I'm quite sure, I'm quite convinced, because this is the life that I've gone through. We have people currently who just wake up, they don't want to do anything. But because it is not because that they don't want to, they have given up, they have tried. If today all the database of the companies, and especially the IT companies, are opened up, you find my CV there. I would apply. I've applied in Citizen TV, I've applied in KTN, I've applied in PwC, I've applied in Deloitte, I've applied in KPMG, until some of these company blacklisted me. I still change the email, I try apply again. I have moved. So I understand what it means when you give the effort. I have tried to work hard, I've tried, you see, those things have, until I realize there are some things that cannot hurt me. Therefore, I'm quite sure that people will tell you, don't look for a job. Yes, it is okay. Try go out. But ukishaenda nje, also try to be applying, try to be doing something that will empower yourself. So, as a wider, my fellow young people, it is okay not to be okay. So, open up to someone and let them know that you're not okay. You cannot continue suffering in your house because you want to hide the cocoon of a graduate. You want to hide in this person who used to be number one. You want to hide in this cocoon of somebody who went to degree. For what? Degree for what? You see, you cannot be sick. You cannot die. So right now, I'm very sure there are some of us who are just getting into the drug abuse because we have given up. We are injecting ourselves with things because we feel like there's nobody who can listen to us. No, you don't have to give up. There's somebody who cares for you. It's only that you have not given them a room. It's only that you have not given them a room. We have a lot of young people who are in prostitutions. They are out there because they want to get money. I was listening to a story, I think from a certain radio station, that a lady went into a prostitution wherever they were having it, and the father comes in, and the lady could not have done that, of course, with the father. So my fellow young people, I'm very sure some of us have given up. Some of us, we don't have anybody to listen to us, and it is true. Some of us are under huge pressure from our parents, from our society. They want us to take care of them, but we cannot take care of them when we have not taken care of ourselves. Some of this society, they want us to match up, or they want us to be equal with some of us who went to the same courses, who went to universities. But not all of us have the same grace. Some of us have different grace, and some of us have been blessed. Others, we are still working hard. So we cannot continue being mentally sick because we are not sharing out. Share out. Tell people how you feel. And it is not only those who have education. We also have those who don't have the education. And some of them was not their choice. Some of them, maybe their parents died when they were in the point of making maybe that step to get that education. I have a lady who was a friend of mine, where the parent died and she could not even proceed on high school. They were chased out. So some of you, it is not your reason, and it is not you who made yourself to be where you are today. But that does not mean that you give up. There's somebody who can listen to you. Let them come into your life, open the doors for them. They will help you out. So as you are there and you feel like you're giving up, I'll be sharing my story as we move. I'm trying to bring it closer, so that I will be sharing it out. I'll bring others who have other stories. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.